Hey guys, it's Fisayo here, and I'm pretty sure you've seen dozens of iPhone 10 videos, but in this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So far Apple has designed the iPhones to look one way. We get the huge screen, we get the giant bezels, and then we get the home button, which later transformed from an ordinary home button to housing Apple's secure feature, Touch ID. Well, until now. This is the iPhone 10. This is Apple's $1,000 smartphone, and in this video we're going to be doing a review and we're going to be saying if it's worth it for you. So don't go anywhere, and please subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. And without further ado, let's get to it. So let's talk about this screen for a second. This is the first OLED screen on an iPhone, which was designed by Samsung, made by Samsung but designed by Apple. This alone is responsible for that huge price tag on the iPhone 10. This is how the iPhone 10's box looks like. I realized I haven't done an unboxing, so here it goes. When you open the box, you pretty much get the same Apple style packaging like every other iPhone. You get the instruction manuals, you get the stickers, and you get the iPhone 10 itself in all its glossy glory. Also inside the box you get a wall adapter which doesn't fast charge, you get your headphone jack and its lightning adapter, you get the charging cables. And now, taking plastic off the front and the back of the iPhone 10, you get a 5.8-inch glossy display panel. And this is a huge fingerprint magnet. As far as setup goes, the only thing I needed to set up was Face ID, which was pretty quick as well. Build quality on the iPhone 10 is something I would describe as premium, a premium disaster. Compared to something like the Note 8, this just feels premium in the hand. With the stainless steel bands on the sides and the all-glass finish in front and the back, which if you shatter will cost you $549 to repair. Going back to the display, the iPhone 10 is a 5.8-inch screen with a resolution of 2436 by 1125, weird, at 458 ppi. The screen looks very sharp and is also fluid. Again, compared to something like the Note 8 OLED, the screen is not as bright or contrasty, but it looks good. This is not the first Apple product that is using an OLED display. For instance, the Apple Watch uses OLED, and that's why when you see the Apple Watch, it looks as if the screen is blended with the Apple Watch itself. No, it's not. The display is flat, but because it's very black, it looks very, very flush. As far as display quality goes, video is top notch, and the only thing you notice is the black bars on both sides because of the irregular aspect ratio. And when you watch it in full screen, there's a notch that sticks out and you definitely have some information loss. Back to the build, on the right side you have the sleep wake button, which also serves as the Siri button when you press and hold. On the left side you have the volume rockers and the mute switch, pretty much the standard iPhone design. And on the bottom you have the lightning port and the speaker grills. And if you look at something like the Note 8, I personally feel like the iPhone is kind of backwards because there's no USB-C for fast charging, there's no headphone jack. The Samsung Galaxy Note 8 has that and can serve as a deal breaker for some. On the front of the iPhone 10 you have the notch, which is where Apple has put the new security feature, Face ID. More on that later in the video, and because of that you have to swipe down to view more details on your iPhone, like your battery percentage and any other status. What's cool, however, from a design perspective is the animation you get when a new thing like your VPN status is active. Regarding the face unlock with Face ID, you see a lock screen, and once you look at it, it unlocks and you have to swipe up to get into your phone. It's that simple. I like that you can use Apple's Face ID for payments, and it works seamlessly with my banking app. And what I'll say is when it works, and when it doesn't work well, and it can be very frustrating sometimes, especially if you're going to be trying it over and over again. And then we have Animojis, which is a fun part of the iPhone, but is it enough reason to upgrade? I'm getting news that Cardi B was nominated for a Grammy Award while Michael Dapper wasn't. But man's not hot, right? Anyway, so actually I heard that Animojis would have worked perfectly with the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, but Apple just kept it exclusively to the iPhone 10 because Apple. However, what Apple did here is take iMessage, which was already a great app, and made it way better with Animojis and many other features. Now, regarding the issues I have with the iPhone 10, number one is the very janky notification center. It's a huge problem and everybody keeps saying it for a while now. I hope they have an update to fix this. The second issue I have is with the apps that are not optimized. Gmail Gmail hasn't been optimized since the iPhone 10 was released, and it has been like that for a while. You can see the noticeable black bars on the top and the bottom. I hope they fix this. Also, the battery is not that great. More on that later. And the phone overheats a lot. Like, the iPhone overheats just so much. I went online to find out what was going on, whether I was the only one having this issue, but apparently I wasn't the only one. And the reason I saw for the overheating of the iPhone 10 was if you're streaming videos or streaming music. So basically, if you're using your phone gets hot. I don't know if I'm the only one. I probably am among a select few that has issues, but I also hope that there's an update that can fix this. With regards to the battery, as I said earlier, it's not that great at all. Forget the OLED optimization I said, forget all that. The iPhone's battery doesn't last up to a full day, and you're going to have to charge it before the end of the day, which sucks, but I mean, it's because of all the gestures you're getting, because of all the features. If you turn it off, it's going to be noticeably faster, but why would you turn off the thing that makes the iPhone 10 the iPhone 10? So not so great. Regarding the performance on the iPhone 10, however, it's just super great. This phone packs in some punch, and to me, this is where the iPhone excels the most. It's the best iPhone yet, and this speaks to that. Day-to-day use was very enjoyable, and it's enough reason to upgrade. There's still a lot of stuff to get used to, like the gestures and the display size itself, but while I'll admit that it has a steep learning curve, it's also worth trying out if you don't mind the experience, but it's overall a great experience. One thing I love though is the sound quality because of the front-facing stereo speakers here, and here's what that sounds like. The selfies look great, and at the same arm length, the iPhone 10 isn't as wide compared to the Note 8. I took all the back camera shots with auto HDR on and no manual configuration, and the iPhone 10 seems to bring out more detail overall. It also tends to look less natural and oversaturated, while the Note 8 doesn't seem overprocessed. Do let me know what you think about these cameras in the comment section down below that like button. So should you buy the iPhone 10 or should you not buy the iPhone 10? Well, chances are you're probably watching this video on an iPhone 10, and chances are you're still also considering whether you should buy one. So my verdict on this is still a huge change, is a major change in Apple's hardware and software, and I wouldn't recommend going all out and buying it right now. Probably wait till next year for a better version, an upgraded version. However, this is like an experiment for Apple, an experiment, something that is new, you're testing, and Apple is still testing a lot on this phone. There's still a lot of updates to come, there's still a lot of updates that will come, so I mean, this phone can still get better. They didn't just make it for now, they made it future proof, and that's also something that's good about it. I still recommend that you wait unless you want to buy into this experiment, but this experiment came with a lot of research as well. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, if you like what I'm doing on the channel, please hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or if you feel you have anything to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.